Hello, I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man. My guest is Annamitra Mukhopadhyay. So Annamitra, the nation has been gripped with what they're calling Wagatha Christie. We know these legal cases by the long name usually, but Wagatha Christie, I think, is how most people know this case. So can you just give us an idea of what's happened then in this one?
Hi Dominic. Yes, as you say, Wagatha Christie has taken over news channels, journalism in general. So as most people would probably know, that Rebekah Vardy, who's the wife of former England striker Jamie Vardy, is suing Coleen Rooney, who's the wife of Wayne Rooney, and she's suing her in relation to libel. So libel, for our viewers who may not know, is written defamation. So it's when someone publishes a false statement that is damaging to someone else's reputation. Just to give a bit of an overview on the case, so the case stems back to 2019 when Coleen Rooney carried out what she's termed as a sting operation, which is where the Wagatha Christie term comes from, where she blocked everyone on her Instagram stories, apart from one, and from there she posted a series of false stories to see if they actually made their way into newspapers. And then after figuring out who was responsible behind the stories, Coleen Rooney posted a tweet and named alleged culprit, and she posted this line at the end saying, "It's Rebekah Vardy's account." And then in July 2020, Rebekah Vardy filed a £1 million claim against Coleen Rooney, alleging that the claims made against her had caused extreme distress, hurt, anxiety and embarrassment. So the case actually went on to preliminary hearing in November 2020, where the judge ruled in favour of Rebekah Vardy, which was a bit of a blow to Coleen Rooney. And Rooney was also ordered to pay Vardy's court costs, which came to, I think, nearly £23,000. The case didn't settle, and then following months of preliminary hearings, a full trial, as most people know, began this week. And then on Thursday, so yesterday, Rebekah Vardy underwent her third day of cross-examination, and obviously judgment is due to come out.
And so, I mean, this case is still ongoing. So what sort of things are the court going to have to consider in it?
So it would be Rebekah Vardy who'd prove that she suffered serious harm to her reputation. However, like I said, in the preliminary hearing, the judge actually ruled in favour of Rebekah Vardy. And during cross-examination, Coleen Rooney will have to prove that it was Rebekah Vardy who actually was responsible for leaking the stories. Just to give a bit of an overview of the legal principles for defamation, a statement is not considered defamatory unless its publication has caused or is likely to cause serious harm to the reputation of the claimant. So in this instance, Vardy's legal team had argued that she had suffered widespread abuse and hostility as a result of Coleen Rooney's post, and her children were also very much abused at school, and they suffered harm as well because of this incident. Now, what are the defences to defamation? So some of the defences are truth. So if the person making the statement can prove that there was some substantial truth in the statement made, they have a defence. Another defence is honest opinion, so opinion based on true facts. So if you are going to be making some sort of defamatory statement, make sure that you have some facts to back up this statement. Another one is publication on the matter of public interest. So usually in this instances, the usual defendant would be journalists in investigative journalism. There are also other defences which go into privileges. I'm not going to go too much into that because it's not really relevant to this story anyway. So Coleen Rooney's lawyers actually claimed in a High Court defence that the post was only accessible by Miss Vardy's account. So I guess they're tapping into the issue of honest opinion.
And as they say on the news, the case continues, and we'll await and see exactly what has happened. I mean, not every defamation involves so-called wags. You know, but there is defamation on social media and in the media and that sort of thing. How can JMW help for anybody who feels that somebody's published something untrue about them?
I mean, the first thing to say to all our clients would be, please do not post anything defamatory if you do not have any evidence, or, you know, without seeking opinion as well. But in JMW, we've got a dedicated team. I've been involved in a case with Philip Partington, who's the head of IP, where our client, someone had posted lots of defamatory and malicious statements against them on various social media sites, and it's something that's ongoing as well. So we've had experience in that. A really important thing to point out about defamation cases is that limitation period runs from 1 year from when the act took place. So people need to act quickly as soon as they figure out that, you know, someone has posted something against them. It's very important to go to your legal representatives and seek advice as soon as possible, because once limitation runs out, you're in trouble.
Anna Mitra, thank you so much for your insight. And if you'd like to contact Anna Mitra, you can email insideman@jmw.co.uk or call 0161 82 81 999. I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man.